What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the She Said No podcast. I'm your host, Marco G, aka the Sixth Scale Scoundrel, and I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Gigi. Gigi, say hi.
Hi.
Wow, that was a very not confident hi.
I was not ready.
Holy cow. Off to a great start once again. Gigi, episode 14.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
All right. Man, we made it. Who would have thought? So yeah, it's been a while. I think we did our, our Halloween special.
Was that the last one we did?
That was the last one we did, yeah. You've been studying, you've been going through finals. So why don't we start really quickly with an update on our lives. Gigi, what's been going on with you?
I finished finals. I am moving on to a case that I'm working on that has a hearing on February 2nd. Sorry. Never mind. I'm not gonna move on. And so now I'm just trying to catch up with work before we head off to the holiday vacation.
Yeah, there you go. So I think we'll talk about that a little bit and how the toy tax kind of plays into our vacation. I know we've mentioned that previously, but so you're done with finals. I thought, okay, she's done with finals. We're gonna be able to relax now, and that really hasn't been the case. She kind of rolled directly from being done with that to all the work that she had piled up. So it's been a little bit crazy, but you know what? Easier for me to, sneak boxes in as, she's distracted.
Have.
Yeah, working in the back. No, I don't sneak anything in though.
That one, okay.
Wait, I got it. Yeah, I got them all there. I got it all to talk about. So Gigi, let's start off with everyone's favorite subject here, topic here, and that is, and this is a really embarrassing one, but. Let's start off with ¿Qué significa? So this is where we talk about, being in a bilingual household and me trying to learn Spanish. It's been a lifelong struggle. And some of the words that I think I hear or do hear, and then I ask Gigi what it means. So we're going to talk about this one. Gigi, tell me if you remember this. Okay. There was a Maluma song. I don't recall what it is. Gigi's favorite. She said she'd do unspeakable things to him, but that's neither here nor there. So someone says a line, and I asked her, I said, Gigi, ¿qué significa? Like, what does zoológica mean? I was like, are they talking about zoos right now? I just assumed, that's kind of a weird, I thought it was a love song, and they're talking about zoos. I was like, or are they talking about astrology? And Gigi said, you fucking dummy, neither. Go ahead.
So sometimes I don't correct Marco because it's funner for me to just hear him.
More fun.
English is my second language. Screw you. I speak 2 languages. You barely speak 1.
Wow.
Anyway,
Shots
moving
fired.
on. And so I like to hear him just say these, how do you say it? Zoológica?
Zoológica is
so
what I heard.
I started saying it to him. And so he thinks that it's a word. So, it's just funny. It's entertainment really for me. So I just let it go. I mean, I thought that he was trying to say zoo for the longest time.
And how do you say zoo in Spanish?
Zoológico.
Okay, so I was close.
So close, yeah. So that's why I thought that's what you were trying to say.
I've been to a Mexican zoo, so I just, kind of assumed.
Yeah, you have. But I didn't know what he was trying to say, so, I just let him be. Like, a lot of you say that I don't, but I do. And so I just let him be, and he kept saying it, but it wasn't until, you had been saying it for a few days already, and then we were in the car, and the Maluma song was playing, and he's actually saying, I think it's,
su lógica, right.
No, he says no encuentro falla con su lógica, and so he was like,
so 2 different words actually that I heard as one.
And you tend to do this a lot actually. And so he was like, oh, that's it right there. And I was like, what's it? And he's like, the zoológica. Are you talking about a zoo? And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, can you rewind that? I kind of zone out when I listen to music. And I was like, oh, su lógica. It's like what you want to correct.
So just for...
It's 2 words. Yeah. Did you have a sign, a banner?
Oh, yeah, right there.
Spell it?
No. Oh, no, I should.
Wow.
Next time I'll put it in there.
Su, which means her. Or
S-U, right?
Yeah, su. And then lógica is logic.
Well, there you go. So not zoológica or whatever the hell I heard.
There's another one. Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead.
How do you say jealous?
Gelosa.
And so he was like, oh, gelosa, is that how you say jealous? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. And it wasn't several days later when we were at dinner with his whole family and their boyfriends, the sisters' boyfriends. And then I was like, Marco, tell your mom how you say jealous. And then he said it. It was Chef's kiss.
Wow, yeah. So how do you actually say it? Just so we can inform.
Celosa.
Celosa.
Or celoso.
So yeah, I kind of went to a false cognitive there, but I guess that's wouldn't even qualify. Anyways, so I think that's enough of that segment. I'm still learning, still figuring things out. Let's check in with the chat really quick. So we got, a good healthy, Pancake Wildland right now. Good healthy amount of folks in here. We got some guy in here. Wait, what the She Said No podcast? It's Christmas, Gigi. Exactly, some guy. Thank you for joining in. You're spot on. I
remember the last time we had done one of these to be TBH.
It was the Halloween episode. Mr. Mom's Collectibles. What's going on, everyone? Hey, Ryan, thank you for joining in here. Let's see. We got Quinn Aguirre in here. I said that all.
It's Aguirre.
Okay,
oh,
yeah.
Wow.
See that? I can't be trusted.
That's gonna be our next. ¿Qué significa?
I cannot say this. Figure tax. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. We got sweet angel Danny Lee. Danny, I gotta roast you in a second here, but I won't do it in front of everyone and God. But I gotta private message you here. You've been living your life to the fullest. You've been living your life like Fern recently, so love to see that. We got Alvin J. What's going on, everyone?
Okay, can I say something?
Yes, you can.
So we will get. I thought it was Alvin. Alvin, let me know if I got the wrong person, but I think he gave me a great idea for a amendment to the tax. We'll talk about
okay.
it.
All right. Let's definitely talk about that. Okay. Danny saying, here for Pancake. All right. Love to see it. And she is going crazy right now. We got Red Wolf in the house. What's up, everyone? Looking good with the beard. Marco and Gigi, your hair is on point. Oh, okay.
Thanks.
So I'm assuming both of those for me. My hair is on point and the beard's looking good. Red Wolf, thank you for joining. What were you going to say?
No, that.
Looks at shelf, thinks of garage. Gigi wouldn't like my place. Hey, you know what? We all have our own collecting boundaries and journey, and mine's
Marco sometimes sends me pictures of, I'm assuming it's people in the community. He won't tell me who they are from, but he shows me like a picture and I like of just like all these figures and I instantly just get like sweaty.
Yeah. Not throwing anyone under the bus there. So let's see. Absolute Irwin in the house. Episode 14, Marco, Gigi, and Pancake. Hey, Absolute Irwin, thank you for joining. Let's see. We got my brother Equan in the house. I have you guys in my ear while I'm working. I hope I don't say something random like Anakin out loud. I hope it's not during surgery, but that would be incredible as well. We got AJ in the house. Okay, how do you say AJ's last name? Because I always butcher it.
Oh, I don't know if this is
Agrusa. There you go. Yeah. I still want you. You still are much more great when it comes to pronouncing names. AJ, thank you for joining, brother. Danny Lee saying Equan, my dude. All right, let's see. We've got Commander Green in the house. Hey, Marco and Gigi. Hey, well, Gigi just left, but Pancake once again is going crazy. She needs all the attention. Quinn is saying, I tell everyone I speak shitty English, Spanish, and Japanese. Wow. Okay, very impressive. Dang, that is awesome. We got Andre in the house. Hi, everyone. Andre, love the new profile pic. That's incredible. One way out is all I have to say. Gigi, kind of refused to watch Andor, but I think it's one we may have to revisit because I think she'd enjoy it. Andres IB, happy holidays to you too.
Andreas.
I didn't say
Andres.
Andreas. Okay, apologies. See, here I go. This is why that's why I shouldn't pronounce anyone's name. Happy holidays to you too. We're both being kind and loving to each other. Yeah, we have been. We got through finals. Things have been, it was a little bit rocky there for a second. Things were getting a little bit tense, especially with boxes coming in, but we made it through. Did he say you're lying? 16, some guy, 16 fix, just do your stream in Espanol, hermano. Yeah, all right. Well, it would just be Gigi talking at this point. Go ahead. Say what
One of my favorite things of like when Marco speaks, sometimes like if I'm feeling like, I need like a laugh, I ask him to just like ramble in Spanish for a few seconds and like, it's the best thing because like, where he decides to put his like accent, like his emphasis is just, I don't know which one's better, like mispronouncing or just like putting his accent in like different spots.
Red Wolf is saying, took 3 years of Spanish in high school and learned nothing. Worked in a restaurant for a few years and learned tons. That's the only way to learn, honestly, is just the immersion. That is the only way. Andreas is saying, oh, by the way, I started listening to Bad Bunny after you guys brought him up. Fire. Have you seen Bullet Train? No, have not seen Bullet Train.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's in that.
Okay, so that's definitely on the watch list, but haven't gotten there. Would you recommend it? It's pretty good. And love that you're listening to Bad Bunny. All the like reggaeton, it's just all that whole genre is just really easy to fall into. Gigi should be on LWO. Yes, we want to get her on LWO soon. The Friday nights are tough.
I'm not allowed.
No,
actually.
I think literally everyone is allowed. Maybe not you, but but yeah, I think she'll be on LWO one of these days. This week I'm kind of a question mark. My family's coming over to open gifts Christmas Eve. So I might not make it on, but I might jump on the cell phone and maybe we'll get Gigi on there for a sec if we can sneak away from my family. Payden or Padden, I know he told us how to pronounce, or they told us how to pronounce last time, and I completely forget. But hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see. Okay, AJ saying we got it correct.
How do you spell Padawan? When
you're asking me how to spell things, and you're getting me completely into trouble.
Okay, that's what I think of when I see.
And Quinn's just saying, Bullet Train is amazing. It's free on the Netflix. Incredible. All right. We'll have to check it out. And we got Andre saying, Marco, you got to start taxing Gigi when she takes the, Milky out of your language skills. Yeah, you know what? She should be taxed every time she tries to embarrass me in front of everyone. Quinn is saying Padawan, so like that. So, yeah, okay. There you go. And then last one here. Andreas is saying Bad Bunny's in Bullet Train. It was actually quite good. Yeah, I saw that he was in there, but I have not seen it yet. We're gonna take a break so Gigi can pick up Pancake really quick. Just pick her up and give her to me at this point.
Away from me.
That's all right. No,
Why don't you just take over for 2 seconds?
Yeah, let me take over really quickly here. So, I will say today we're gonna talk about because it's been a while since our last stream. We're gonna talk about the figures that I've been getting in. So, was kind of waiting until Black Friday. I know there were a lot of disappointing non-sales for Black Friday. I kind of made my own sales though. So if you watch us on Collecting Weekly, or you watch Zach and them all over on Collecting Weekly, you've seen my new this week, and I've been getting quite a few things in. But I'm a bargain bin hunter, right? So these are deals that were for me too good to pass up, and kind of made some of my own deals. And we will get into that in just a second. But I want to talk about what's on tap. So this is where we talk about stuff we've been watching, reading, listening to, playing. Gigi, what have you been watching or reading?
I do want to get back. I have one of my friends lent me 4 books, and I finished all 3. I'm on my 4th one. So I'm going to try to finish that before the new year. But we have been watching a ton of shows, I feel like.
We have. I kind of suck. She doesn't like movies, but then all of a sudden, before you know it, we watched entire shows.
Wednesday? I don't remember if we had already watched that one. We binged it. It was amazing.
I think we may have mentioned last time, but yeah. Wednesday was pretty damn good.
Yes.
Big time Harry Potter vibes.
She looks like me when I was in high school. Like her whole vibe is me in high school.
She just throw on a Raider jersey on her and she would have totally been you.
Yeah. Anyway. And so I'm really bad at remembering names of shows, or what's the show that we're watching that I really like?
I think it's called Fleischman is in Trouble. Mm-hmm. Either Fleischman's in Trouble or Toby Fleischman's in Trouble.
Yeah. That.
Which is on Hulu, by the way. And it has Jesse Eisenberg. So I told her, I was like, that he was, oh my gosh, Lex Luthor.
Yes. And I didn't see it until you mentioned that, and then that's all I can see now.
I kind of liked his Lex Luthor. I'm not going to lie. It was really like over the top and like cheesy, but it was a different take, or at least like trying to copy or do a modern take on what had been done in the past. So I appreciated that. But you like that show, right?
Yeah,
Fleischman's
in
Trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And then White Lotus, season 2 we've been watching. Yeah, so that's one that I think this whole genre of like 1%ers kind of being in precarious situations, it's kind of our new jam.
Yeah.
So I heard, Secession is really good, and it's kind of in that same vein. So may need to check that out. Go ahead.
Who's reading?
OMFG Rick. Hey peeps, stop by to say, hey, really quick, on my way back to pick up my daughter from daycare. Thank you so much for stopping by. Happy holidays. Hope all is good with you and your family. And yeah, thank you for watching this. And if you're watching on replay, hit that like button. And
And I will say, Ren said that we have to do these later because right now it's like 2 or 3 a.m. in the Philippines. And he said that he wants to catch one live.
Okay. So like later in the evening.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we will have to do one later in the evening for sure. It's just hard. There's so many streams that go on. I don't want to ever step on anyone's toes in terms of like other, people in the community streaming. So I try to try to find our own times here. So I will say, we're on our little lunch break, so this one might be more of a brief stream here. Patton is saying, yep, Wednesday's a really good show. Yeah, we liked it a lot. Quinn saying, I love the White Lotus seasons. Yeah, so good. Actually got my parents hooked on White Lotus as well. They were kind of skeptical, but I think...
Quinn, do you like the first one better or the second one?
That's a good question. Okay, I like that. Hey, it's OFAC warm-up show. There you go. Love to see it like that. So let's see. Quinn is saying it's 2:47 in Florida right now. Oh my. Okay. So yeah. Just a little bit Eastern time set off here. Okay. So what else have we been watching, or what else have you been partaking in,
I watched
Gigi?
a Christmas movie while you were gone. It was just okay. Anyway.
Was it like a Netflix cheesy ass?
It was kind of cheesy. Like, I don't know that would ever happen in real life. And it makes me sad because I was like, what if like a young impressionable person is watching this and I think that's how it happens? I'm like, oh my God. It makes me very scared.
Yeah, sometimes those are just so unrelatable at times. And yeah, it definitely glamorizes romance in ways, or I guess romanticizes romance. Okay, so other things that we've been watching together, I think that's it. I want you to watch The Batman. I want to watch Logan with you. There's a handful of other ones that you've really got to see, but Avatar I went to go watch by myself. She doesn't do 3D, so...
Batman is the one with the Twilight guy?
Don't even...
sorry,
we're past
Batman.
That. We've all moved past that. He's a great actor. But
okay,
yes,
that's fine.
I
just need to know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm very curious because of the detective elements. She's a little detective herself.
Yeah.
We should all be very scared of her detective skills. I will say. So we got a long list of ones to watch. I will say I'm getting back into some video games. So finished God of War. We'll start God of War Ragnarok. So. Beautiful gesture from the community on getting Ragnarok for free. So was super stoked about that. Go ahead, Gigi. Say your piece. Something? Yeah, I want you to say your piece.
It's more like an embarrassing story for me, but who cares?
Mm-hmm.
So whenever all of you mentioned Ragnarok, I thought it was the Hulk, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, that is Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, because
what does Ragnarok mean? Is that a place?
So it is the Asgardian end of times. So it's like it's religion, right? Like, so Thor, Odin, Loki were all like religious. I guess it's like having a game about, so the first God of War series was like all Greek gods, right? So you kill Zeus, spoiler alert for a very old game, like Zeus is his father. So it's all the Greek gods. And then this one moves to the Asgardian or Norse mythology, basically. So he's going up against all those gods in that realm.
Okay.
So there is crossover over Thor, but Thor's just a
I just didn't know what
historic
the name
character.
Ragnarok meant.
Yeah.
I thought
it's the apocalypse, basically, or the end of times.
I thought it was his name, like
You thought it was a person?
No, I thought it was. Wait, what's the name of that movie?
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh.
Remember, Asgard gets destroyed at the end.
But it's like all about the Hulk, or no? Is that when he gets captured?
Caffeinated comic fan saying Ragnarok equals Exodus. There you go. So there's a lot of parallels amongst various religions there. Ask your question again.
Thor Ragnarok, is that the one where the Hulk is in this other planet type thing?
Yeah, correct. With Sakaar and everything.
Okay, so this entire time I thought it was an actual Hulk movie. I didn't even put Thor in front of the... Okay,
even though it's called Thor
I didn't pay attention. I was focusing on the star. I thought it was a Hulk movie. Okay, sorry. Move on.
You hate to see it. Shout out to my brother Lane Kramer. I see Marco and DJ. Lane, thank you for joining. So Quinn saying, I saw you got that Ragnarok. Luckily, bastard. So shout out to Ricardo Valdez, who gifted me, Thor Ragnarok, or, kind of offered it to the whole community. It was my birthday on that day, so I, kind of used my entitlement and got in there and got it. So yeah, huge shout out because I was just about to buy it. Let's see. Caffeinated Comic Fan saying the Batman needed an intermission, 3 hours. Yeah, it's long, but don't tell Gigi that. Come on, trying to get her to watch it. Quinn is saying the Batman and Logan are amazing. Yeah, so good. And AJ saying I'm halfway through Wednesday. It's been an absolute blast. God. Yeah, right. So good.
Just keeps you on your toes like the entire time.
Absolutely. We got my brother Calvin Williams in the house. Calvin, nice new logo, man. Yeah. Very nice to see that. All right. Wasted no time there. Okay, so last comment we'll take, and we'll jump into the next segment here. Absolute Irwin saying Marco will slowly convince Gigi she needs a 1/6 Kratos. Oh, he needs a 1/6 Kratos.
Is that the guy with the slash?
Yeah,
red
boy.
Slash? Okay.
Yeah. So I will say, and this is kind of really weird, but the Game Awards were on, right? And so the actor who plays Kratos won the award for, I think, best performance. And so Gigi and I were watching, and she kind of saw his acceptance speech, and it was very emotional. He's just like a very eccentric, emotional actor. And she was like, I think she got a little more into it and like a little bit more curious about the series now. And I'm like, okay, see, like these things like involve a lot of, artistic talent, and yeah, they're just incredible pieces of art, basically. So yeah, I do need a 1/6 Kratos. I will say that World Box 1. Okay, well, Gigi's not convinced, but I will say that World Box 1, they just kind of put out some updates of how the sculpts and the accessories are coming along. It's very expensive, but it's one that I'm watching for sure. Lane is asking, did you watch Avatar Way of Water? I went to go see it by myself, Lane. I had a vacation day. I just burnt it and went and watched Avatar. Got a big thing of popcorn. I enjoyed it. I really liked the first one too. Gigi doesn't do 3D movies though, and I told her, I was like, I gotta watch it in 3D.
But I really like the first Avatar.
Yeah, okay, so we'll watch it eventually, but probably when it drops on Disney Plus. El Profi in the house. Gigi, you can skip the Batman. Mario, just because you fell asleep like 8 times trying to watch it. But yeah, no, I want Gigi to at least attempt to watch it, but it was definitely a slow build for sure. Okay, last few ones right here. Gigi, the Batman, I didn't feel dragged. It's really well written. Yeah, Quinn, I definitely didn't think it was as good as The Dark Knight, but I think it was, a really good Batman film.
And I can't remember if we ever did the Black Panther, the second movie. That was
Wakanda Forever?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
How many hours?
I want to say that was dang near 3 hours as well, if not more.
I kept hearing like people saying like, oh, it's too long. And I am not a movie person, but that did not feel long for me. So if it's similar, to the Batman, then I can get into that.
Yeah, there you go. So, oh man, Wakanda Forever. We do have that embedded in our conversation here. So I do want to get directly into Gigi Judges because we kind of have an extended one. I was talking about all the boxes I've been getting in, right? So this doesn't really encapsulate all of them, but I want to get Gigi's take because I know she's been saving this up. We've been saying, you know what, save it for the podcast. And so this one I'm going to start with, which I know is one of her least favorite figures I've gotten in, but Boba Fett on Throne. So Gigi, so I was mentioning earlier that I made my own Black Friday sales. I reached out to a retailer, made me a great price on this. This is one that was on my radar and was finally able to strike and, got it at something that I was very comfortable with and very thrilled with. So to me, I felt like I couldn't not add it, but Gigi was like, what'd you say?
I hate this. I hate this so much. It makes me so angry because if you put a picture, I just don't understand it. I don't get it. Like, it's so much space. And not even like, if this was your only Boba Fett, then fine. Mm-hmm. But it's not. How many? I've lost count at how many you have because I don't want to get upset.
Yeah, this is only my third Boba Fett. But I will say, she does count the Mandalorian, so she counts Mando and Boba Fett as the same. She's like, I don't care if they're different colors, they're the same guy.
But you have different Mandos too.
Yeah, so I've got 2 different Mandos right now. Mean? Yeah. But to me, I see that representation. This Boba Fett, number one, so I'm seeing Quinn say, I got the deluxe set, 2 figures without the throne. Somehow I got it for $200 off. See, that's incredible. I've seen amazing deals on that. So I skipped that 2-pack. I went with just a single pack with the bird shit armor and then went with the throne version because I wanted that sculpt, right? Which is incredible. One of the best sculpts they've done. So I felt like I kind of got best of all worlds while still adding that throne. So to me, I could see the differences, but so Gigi, even with him unmasked.
Okay. Mm-hmm. But did you already have a sculpt or not yet?
No, I didn't have it yet.
Okay.
So that was kind of where a lot of the value was with the throne and the sculpt for me.
So here's my question. Okay, so you have 3, right?
Yeah,
okay.
3 so far.
So why did you get this one? The
bird shit one.
The bird shit Boba Fett. Yeah. Why did you get that one? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get that one. Like, if you were already planning on getting this, why get that?
Because that just represents a different scene, right? That represents when he got out of the pit, the Sarlacc pit. His armor's all messed up. He's destroying the stormtroopers on Mando. I really like the design of that too. It's like very unique. So I just needed to add that armor. It was a need.
I hate this so much. And I told him, I don't think you're going to like it. I will say, and I hate myself for saying this, it doesn't look bad, but why do you have more? Like, I feel like this is the one to have if you're going to have
the throne version. Yeah, that's a lot more definitive, but I do like the bird shit armor more in terms of the coloring. I just like the throne and the sculpt and all the accessories.
Okay, can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
How much was this one?
So I did get it for, let's see, $330 shipped. So that was all in is what I got it for, which I felt was a really strong deal. Wouldn't be shocked to see it go even lower than that because there's boba oversaturation, but...
Is the throne heavy?
It's solid. It's not like one thick, heavy piece, but it's made out of very sturdy plastic and it's painted really beautifully.
Okay. I just don't like, and I am like getting pumped. So, I do think I was given a very good idea by somebody in the chat.
Y'all need to not be giving her any ideas.
Time. I think it was Alvin. And he said something about like, I think he was trying to help you out. But then like something like just sparked, See,
and
I was like,
what happens?
Oh my God, I have a great idea.
Unintended consequences here. Because
you have more than one figure. And somebody said, let's talk about the tax.
Yeah, so let's say 6-scale clone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Gigi tax. I think that... You should have, your regular tax that you pay, the 1-for-1 for every figure that you get. I think there should be an additional tax.
Wait. Hold on.
An additional tax for every duplicate figure that you have. I think that's a great idea.
Okay, everyone in the chat. First of all, she's trying to gaslight me and it's not going to work. But okay,
what do you mean?
Thumbs up or thumbs down if you think that's a good idea. That sounds terrible.
Fair because... Here's why. Hold on. Let me get my argument
just the
first.
U.S. government just levying no.
Here's why. I feel like you should really think about, and I'm not saying you don't, but I'm kind of saying that you don't. Think about whether you actually want a second figure of the same character.
Of course I think about this because think about for every figure I get that's a duplicate, that's one individual character that I'm not getting, right? Like I've thought this through. Come on, you're not giving me enough credit. Really quickly, let me just catch up with the chat. So we got Will Foxification in the house. The power couple has returned. Hey Will, thank you for joining, brother. Lane Kramer saying this is an amazing figure. I loved it and the Boba Fett sculpt, right, Lane? It's like so sick. Let's see. Quinn is saying, I got the deluxe set. Oh, yeah, we already covered this one. AJ saying the figure's in the top 5 of the year. It's fantastic. Yes, this and the Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder are just, some of my top figures this year. Patton is saying, this is the Savage Boba Fett, not the Book of Boba Fett version. So I mean, it's different. It's different here. Quinn is saying the bird shit armor is so good. Yeah, they're both, I think they both deserve to be in the collection. Calvin Williams is saying, Gigi, get him. I can no longer defend him with all the Laker hate. He's got he's got too many damn pets. Dang, Calvin, I see how it is. You turn your back on me, talk just a little bit of shit, and then we're done. Lane is saying, Marco seems like he has a lot of practice having to explain stuff to Gigi. Lane, yeah, it's a lifelong battle here, but you know what? I thought with the tax we were going to abolish all these explanations, but no. In fact, I have to pay the tax and explain, and potentially a double tax here. This sounds crazy. Will is saying, I'm enjoying Marco desperately trying to explain himself. Yeah, she's got me sweating over here, Will. Boba Fettuccine, what's going on? What's up, all? Boba Fettuccine is saying, sounds like someone's in the doghouse. Thing about me, just like where Bruce Banner, his trick is he's always angry. I'm just always in the doghouse, always. So Quinn is saying 3:30 shipped. Yeah, so I felt like it was too dang good of a deal. Andre is saying, sounds to me like a tax increase is in the cards. Andre, you know what? I thought we were boys. I guess not. AJ saying that's not a bad price. Yeah, right. So I think it was too good to pass up. What's that?
No, I said, or was it Andre?
Someone's getting thrown under the bus here. Let's see. How much was it, Marco? I don't know. They gave it to me. Let's see. Andre is saying the duplicate figure tax break is what I meant. Not a tax increase. You read it wrong. Andre, thank you. Mario's weighing in.
Okay, I think it was Andre. I remember it being with an A.
All right, so we got one no vote from Andre, one yes vote from Mario here. Boba Fettuccine is saying thumbs down. Mario is saying all the thumbs up. Calvin Williams saying all the thumbs up. My boys, as I sit here sweating and no one's got my back. Well, not no one. Boba Fettuccine and Andre do. Quinn is saying, I have 11 Fets and I'm missing the vintage. Sorry, Gigi.
I just
love you, but thumbs down.
I don't understand why. That made my stomach hurt. Why do you
11
need
Boba
so
Fetts.
many?
Sometimes you just love a character, though. Come on.
Oh, no.
We don't have to relitigate this because we've already talked about this on the pod. Patton is saying, is this already in your collection? Yes, I already added this. And so we'll talk about a few more that have come and kind of get Gigi's opinion there. Oh, the black arena one. Yeah, see, I had to pass on the arena one, which I wanted because I was like, do I need that many Fets, right? There was kind of a line I had to draw. So, come on, I'm always doing this calculus here. Boba Fettuccine, this is a 1/6 conspiracy. I'm saying.
And I've been waiting. I haven't even, he was like, do you want to talk about it? I was like, no, let's save it for the pod.
So Lane is saying, to be fair, I only have the Boba
Good job,
with
Lane.
Throne, though. See, there you go, Lane.
Proud of you.
But what else do you have, Lane? Come on, not to throw you under the bus, but what else do you have? He's got a lot of stuff, too. Commander Green saying, boo, double thumbs down. Exactly. That's what I like to see.
How dare you?
Andreas, I see your point.
Unfollow.
Wow. Let's see. Absolutely everyone. Just got the 2-pack Fett and I love it. Definitely need this, but I'll wait for a deal. I think that's the smart thing. Way too many Boba Fetts right now. I think they're all going to go on deep discount. Andreas is saying, I need to work on not getting so many duplicates. Yeah, there's always a trade-off, right? But if you really love it, I think, with Iron Man, with Boba Fett, with Spider-Man, with Luke, with Mando, I think I can justify having these duplicates. Go ahead, Gigi. What are you going to say?
I'm writing down who is saying no.
Okay, got it. I think I may have won this one.
No,
All right, we're going to go back in and tally at the end of this, but let's see. But different outfits represent different meaningful moments, so that's what I've been trying to say.
I just don't think. I'm not buying this. I'm sorry. I'm not buying that argument. It's just like, why? I just don't. If you're going to have one, just get the one,
Yeah, I get it. Six Sale Collection saying, let's have a vote. Yeah, so I think we've gone to the vote.
This is not a democracy anymore after all you burned me
Patton
last
is
time.
saying thumbs down. Calvin was saying, you got your W last night, bro. Yeah, so the Kings whooped on the Lakers last night, and I love to see it, honestly. It was really terrific. Red Wolf saying, too much taxes. You know what happened with the Britain's heavy tax laws. Exactly. Some tea is going to go flying around here very soon.
But it wouldn't, let's talk about this. It wouldn't be like right now, Marco has to pay a 1-for-1 for, so if this costs him $330, then he'll put $330 additional in our joint account. And
we'll talk about how that gets applied in just a second too.
I'm not saying a heavy tax, just I don't know. We can negotiate how much, but it's
my
not
starting
gonna
negotiation is 0.
No, because then I have to go really high, so let's be reasonable. Be
realistic.
Here,
okay. Okay, you pay me is where I'm starting. Let's see. Quinn is saying you always needed that many Fets, Mandos. I have 3 Django, Gigi. Wow, 3 Djangos. That's awesome.
Which one's that one?
Would love to. You don't even want to know about Django. You will say
is that the blue guy?
He's his father. And he has, silver and blue armor. And you will just say he looks just like Mando. We haven't even gotten into the gals yet either. That's Bo-Katan, who you're thinking of.
I like her.
Will is saying, we need to get Marco on tier-based collecting. No doubt, Will. And I think I've been implementing my own tier-based system, honestly. That's a similar calculus to what I run through on my spreadsheet and kind of seeing, okay, this is going to be this much. Do I need to spend this much on X, Y, Z? But, you know, Gigi only sees the boxes. She doesn't see how the sausage is made. She just sees the end product. So
Okay, hold on.
okay,
though.
go ahead.
One time, I think I was on Marco's computer, and I think I saw your sheet.
Spreadsheet.
But I didn't go. I was a good girl, and I didn't go in there because, you know, like sometimes, whether you think this or not, I don't want to be upset.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at that.
So I didn't. I was very good, and I did not look.
See, some significant others go into their man's Instagram DMs. She's not even interested about that. But the toy tax spreadsheet,
I was good though.
She's, like I said, she's a little detective too. So I'm not shocked that she found it. AJ saying, I've got 4. I'm good on FET for now. Each one is different enough. I'm fine with different versions of the same character as long as they look different. Yeah, I think that's a good rule of thumb, honestly. Quinn is saying, make sure Gigi got my no. She shut down at my 11 FET. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. We got Will C in the house. Hello, Marcos. Hello, Cece. So he got those both wrong, but Will, we love you and we love you and we respect you for joining here. But yeah, you got those both incorrect. So not to throw you under the bus here. Red Wolf is saying, curious, is Gigi paying any taxes for her hobbies? Yeah, so on the camera that she bought, she didn't end up paying a tax.
Which I didn't have to. I think we set it for a vote and everybody said no. Remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let's talk about how the tax is applied really quickly. So again, it goes into our shared account. That's for shared expenses, be it house repairs or vacations. So we're going to Mexico next week, right? So we're actually flying out next week. And so we're just pulling directly from those funds. So funds that, were basically fundraised by all the figures that I bought, we are utilizing to go to Mexico. So, we say there's not a one size fits all when it comes to compromises with your significant other or roommates or, anyone in your life. But this is what's been working for us up until she wanted to impose this second tax on duplicates.
It's not dead. It's not dead, no. I don't think.
Well, I feel like it's dead, but it's all right. The House has voted no. Gigi, what are your thoughts on those who collect the Iron Man Hall of Armor suits? Go ahead. I'm going to let you say.
Okay. Sorry. Pancake wants to sit on my lap. But I think it's the same. So, sorry, what are the Iron Hall of Armor suits? So
Hall of Armor is basically like, how he's got his basically cases with all his armor behind. So
yeah. Okay. So wait. Are they? But it's different figures that you have to buy, right? It's just the armor, and then I've seen a few of you like display it where the Tony Stark is like facing.
Did you almost call him Tony Stink?
And there's like all the armor behind, kind of like a closet, right?
Yeah, that's the Hall of Armor. There you
go. So do you have to buy each individually?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, So I feel like Marco has several Iron Man, and some of them I don't think are enough. Like there's a running joke between he and I that it's just like, just a little bit more red, I can see like if
she really hates this Mark 47, which is just over her head right there because it's silver. She's like, that doesn't even look like Iron Man.
Ugh. Anyway, but I guess I am trying to see it like a little bit differently. It's more of like the outfit, more of a display, right? It's like a full display type of thing, and so I feel like that's a little bit different, but I still, because that feels a little bit different. But I feel like at that point you're not gonna have any other Iron Man, just have those, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then that just continues to grow. That's
only having I feel
only
like
having what you have in your points. Okay, go ahead, set a number.
I feel like five of the armor.
Okay.
How much do those run?
Those are the most expensive
ones.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because they're die cast, so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, I thought it'd be less
now
because
she's
it doesn't have. I thought it'd be less because it doesn't have the figure inside. Anyway.
Six-Tail Collection saying the tier-based collecting I've only heard of buy it all collecting. Yeah, to each their own, right? Will saying is Padme and Anakin, huge W. We will get there in just a second. Boba Fettuccine saying like and subscribe before there's a tax put on that too. That is a great point. You might as well get in now. Red Wolf is saying in all seriousness, everyone's household is different and you have to do what works for you both. No, exactly right. We kind of use this to explore what we're doing for us. So, to get feedback from our friends. But you're 100% right. There's not one size fits all in any way.
And it does change, right? Like, we don't have kids right now. So, like, that may change if we decide to have kids. Or,
absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, but I think... So Red Wolf, the reason why we were like, well, should I pay for my tax for my camera is because I don't really buy things. I don't like, I'm not like, I don't like purses. I don't like high-end like fashion.
You used to collect purses,
yeah,
but you
before.
kind of,
Mm-hmm. But it was like specifically from Kate Spade, and I would only buy them if they were on sale. But I just don't like... Items don't bring me joy in the way that they bring Marco joy, so it's a little bit different. I feel like his spending on the collection was getting out of hand, and that is how the tax became a tax.
It was the compromise, 100%.
Yeah.
So let's check in here with Ben Thomas. What's up, friends? Hey Ben, what's going on, man? We've got to get you on soon. If you're free right now, let me know and I can drop you the link. But yeah, man, we got to have you back on. Oh, Gigi was like, maybe not actually. I've seen a lot of Ben recently. Commander Green, see, Gigi, the more Marco buys, the more tax you collect. It's great. It's for the greater good. Exactly right.
Except,
that's how I see it.
Commander
What's up?
Green. Then he's like, can I get a tax exemption? Can we talk about the tax? It's now becoming this thing where he's like, he got it once and now like he thinks it's,
That's right. That's right. I am a scoundrel though. You give me an inch and I will take a mile. Absolute Irwin is saying, congrats on the 800, Ben. Tough nut. Yeah, 100%.
And
Congratulations,
congrats on the
Ben.
promotion, Ben.
Yeah, Ben has been crushing it. Really good year for Ben. So hope you do a year-end stream and we can talk about all the accomplishments from this year. Will C is saying, I think 7 suits in the Hall of Armor is the sweet spot. Yeah, 7 for one character sounds pretty right.
One for each day of the week, or?
Well, there you go. Exactly. Just like pairs of underwear. I will say that, I've got my module cases coming hopefully sometime early next year. I'm just about out of display space here, so I'll need a solution. So that, the space considerations are real. And I feel like 7 of one character, it's a lot of real estate. So you really got to love them for sure. Six Tail Collection is saying, Marco's kid is the 1-to-1 scale Grogu. That's right. Or the 1-to-1 scale Pancake.
Yeah.
Will is saying, Marco can buy all the bobas when Gigi starts making lawyer money like Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. Exactly right, Will. I'm just waiting to retire at this point. Once Gigi starts having the big bucks roll in, I could be good.
That is not accurate. No, I want to stay a nonprofit, so TBD.
Let's see. Quinn saying, I almost always never pay MSRP on 1/6. You can't these days, honestly. There's too many good deals going on, so I agree. Will saying, I put Renee accidentally, LOL. Oh, that's awesome. Did not even catch that. Andre, if you think your subscribers are going to stay paying a Gigi tax on our figures, then you have a fight on your hands. Yeah. Oh, man, I know. See, not trying to indoctrinate anyone into the tax. And I will say, like, Eddie was like, okay, I don't even want Gigi and Adriana talking anymore because she's getting too many ideas here.
So I've met some of the significant others for, some of the community members, and we talk a lot. Like, Adriana and I actually talk like almost every day.
Yeah, that's awesome though. That's the great thing about this community. You just meet so many cool people. And Joao, but no, I'm kidding. No, it's like awesome that you got people all around the world that you can really interface with. AJ saying, ironically, I have 5 different Iron Man suits and only 3 are Tony. I'm good with that number here. Oh, okay, so I'm trying to think that through. So 5 different Iron Man, but only 3 are Tony. Okay, is one of them like the rescue armor at this point? Yeah, that seems like a good number though. Ben saying, ha, no way, Gigi is the star. Gigi is absolutely the star for sure. Let me get through this. Quinn is saying, I usually buy secondhand. Honestly, that's kind of the way to do it right now. I bought a lot of figures on the secondary market. There are, certain risks that come with it, but within the community, if you find the right people, you can get, some really good deals and you cut down on waste for sure. Quinn is saying space solving sucks. Yeah, it's definitely, a limitation in terms of funds and space, or you're always bumping up against those when collecting, but keeps you slightly humble, I guess. Universal Key. We need to get you guys to 1,000 subs so super chats can be used as a tax deduction. I love it, Universal
That
Key.
will never happen.
Wow, Gigi's like Gigi already said she's collecting all the super chats for herself, I guess. So, wow. So yeah, what did you have in mind
For what?
for super chats?
Well, I hope that we never get there.
Okay, well, trying to sandbag us. Okay, I like to see that. All right.
Anyway, no, I don't. I mean, it's very sweet, but I think that the super chats would go to like not like a nonprofit or something like that. Like, you know, it's very sweet, but.
Fair enough. Okay, I like it. Yeah, like I guess like Shane has done, which is a really really sweet gesture that he's done. Okay, so Ben is saying, I'm editing my Doc Brown video while I watch. Oh, love to see that, Ben. Man, I cannot speak anymore. Ben, love to see that. Absolute Herwin, how about a repaint, recolor for a figure? Scorpion needs Sub-Zero, Marco.
I feel like that's different. I feel like they're... Wait.
Got her. Ladies and gentlemen, we got her.
I feel like Scorpio and the...
Scorpio?
Scorpion?
Escorpio? Is that what you used to call him when you used to play? Escorpio.
Screw you. First of all, I had three older brothers, so they would always disconnect the controller of those motherfuckers. But anyway, I feel like Sub-Zero and Scorpion are different. They're different characters in my book. One's yellow, one's blue.
There you go.
But it's different. It's different. I know that sounds like me saying that sounds like your argument for Boba Fett, but it's very different. In my head, there are two different characters.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's kind of like... Not the same, I feel like, but similar to like Ben Affleck Batman. Ben Affleck? Yeah. Okay, I said it right. Okay, that sounded weird to me. Uh-huh. Ben Affleck Batman and the other Twilight Batman.
Oh, okay, so there's room for both in the collection.
No, there isn't, but it's closer to me in that respect, you know?
Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I will just say...
Or like a different, maybe closer to the Stormtroopers, the different variations.
Wow,
I know they have different names. I mean,
so
don't say
the
you.
door open a little bit.
No. Okay,
you kind of fucked yourself on that one.
No.
But I will say, I really like the Scorpion. I do want to get that Sub-Zero because things are going so discounted. I will say, I think Equan let me know Entertainment Earth already had a discount on the Sub-Zero and Scorpion. So if you're looking for one, might be a good place to go, honestly. So I do want it. So AJ's saying, yep, exactly, Rescue and Iron Patriot. Okay, those are great ones, honestly. So I get that.
See, those are different, I feel like. Yeah,
those are variations. Yeah. Boba Fettuccine saying Gigi chat. Yeah, I love that. When we get there, we will have to re-explore the Gigi chats. Leonardo Hernandez, Lima Hernandez, what's going on? Thank you for joining. We got Leighton Richards in the house. Hey, Marco Gigi, hope you're well. Bought Boba on Throne last night. Oh, nice addition. Congratulations. That is awesome. And so, I actually want to move to the next one I got so we don't get too bogged down here. So let me put this back really quick. So this is what he looks like, right? So,
yes.
So you think it's a good sculpt, yeah?
I think it's a good sculpt. I think the figure itself is good. Like, this is what I would throw away all the other ones and I would keep this one.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Which is why I don't understand why you got the other two. But anyway.
What do y'all think about the new Wenwu hot toy? We're going to get to that at the end, actually. I don't know that we'll talk too much about it because Gigi, you liked Shang-Chi.
I never watched it, so who
you
did
didn't
you
see
take?
We saw it twice.
No, that wasn't me.
Yeah.
No, that was not me.
Anyways, well, this is awkward, but I saw it twice in theater, so I don't know who I took. But
wow.
Yeah, don't check my DMs. Okay, so yeah, we will get there in just a bit. Quinn is saying Sub-Zero and Scorpion are rival ninja clans and totally different.
Thank you.
Totally agree.
Thank you, Quinn.
Will C is saying color coding is enough for justification. Exactly. We got my brother Andrew Gibo in the house. Andrew, what's going on? Go ahead.
But not if okay, like the Birdship Boba Fett, like you could say that's a different color, but I don't think that's enough justification. Okay, that's it.
Fair enough. And then Quinn is saying Ryu, so let's get to that next. So shout out to Bob Dylan. This is actually his picture, but I love this where he's got, the 1/6 Street Fighter cabinet right there. So Gigi, what do you think of this Ryu figure?
First of all, I think I always called him Ryu. So
yeah, I think we all grew up calling him Ryu, but I think it is Ryu.
I really like this one. So this one, Marco made me make a short for this one, and I must say that was very tough because I didn't have enough time to think. It was, but I didn't mention his clothing. Like, the clothing is very well done. I think that I'd have to see, this is a great picture. But yeah, I really like it. You haven't opened it yet?
Yeah. So the reason I haven't opened it yet is from what I understand, it comes with white gloves. Oh. And shout out to Big Bretta who, reviewed this figure. So go check that out on his channel. But he said definitely uses the white gloves when handling the Thyssen body because you don't want to get your oils on the body to degrade it. So I've never unboxed or handled figures with gloves, but I kind of want to take his advice because he's definitely a vet. So that's kind of the one thing. I want to make sure the environment's completely clean and ready for me to unbox. So you're excited to see this one?
Yeah. Okay. This was, I guess I can see what you are saying, like childhood, really, like in a 6 scale figure.
There you go. You feel all the feels. And so I will just say, so this is what he looked like on the left when we were playing the game when we were kids.
Yeah.
And then Street Fighter V is on the right, kind of what he's inspired by. So a little bit chunkier, a little thicker, but he's a thick boy already.
Yeah, he was. After I thought about it, I was like, oh, he was kind of thick.
I'd like to point you to these fucking muscles right here. I'm pretty sure no one has that, but you know what? Good for Ryu. So Quinn is saying the correct pronunciation is Ryu. There you go. So Andre saying, I cannot wait for their Muhammad Ali to release. Yes, that's another one that I'm very excited about. I think that looks incredible. So, you know, based on how this guy turns out, we'll gauge my excitement on that.
What company did this?
This is called Iconic Studios. So the really cool thing is it was started by a gentleman who was part of the streaming community.
Oh, very cool.
So I don't know his full, investment in the company, but he's basically one of the figureheads now. So he'll come on Collecting Weekly on OFAC and kind of talk about. So this is how I learned about this one. Cool. And he's kind of thought through like, oh, since I collect, here are the things that I would want to see. Mm-hmm. So I really wanted to support them. And I want them to do more sports figures too, like the Muhammad Ali. Six Tail Collection saying, Marco, next year is going to be rough. So many things coming. Yeah, it's getting scary really quick. So hopefully Gigi didn't see my spreadsheet, but a lot of tax potentially coming in if I survive. Means dragon in Japanese. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Okay, thank you, Quinn. Appreciate that correction there. That never knew that, honestly. Patton is saying a new Street Fighter game is supposed to be coming before long. Yeah, I saw the trailer for that. That looked awesome. We got Big Dog Pound in the house. Woo, what's going on? Thank you for joining, brother. Red Wolf saying, Marco, will you get Ken? I'm really excited for this figure and Ken coming out next year, hopefully. I would consider it, honestly. I'll have to wait to see until I unbox it and how much I love it. But it's cool that you would have a companion piece. I was always more of a Ryu guy. I always thought he looked cooler. And so Ken was, kind of secondary for me. So I would definitely consider it to have the set, but I don't know that he's in need just yet. Big Dog Pound saying Hadouken. Yes, love it, love it.
That was the saddest woo ever.
That's, yeah. All right, you do it.
No, that was better.
Woo! We'll see saying, give me Bison, Guile, and Akuma, and I'm all in. Yes, I would also love Blanca. Blanca would be incredible in this style, I think. And Lima Hernandez saying Zoologica. Yeah. I'm not a perfect man for sure. I never pretended to be. So let's move on to another thing that I got in recently. So very excited by the Ryu and this Churro Spider-Man. This will be the last one we talk about, ones I've added. So Gigi, just want to get your thoughts before we dive into the recently announced Spider-Man. What did you think of this one?
I didn't love it. I was not impressed by the outfit. Calvin told me that this is a must-have for a Disney whatever.
That's right. And so the next picture I've got here is kind of what it's inspired by. So Web Slingers is a ride at Disneyland where you basically, it's like all motion-based, right? So you're just kind of webbing up these bots and that get out of control. It's a really fun ride. Last time we were at Disneyland, I went on it, I don't know, maybe 10 times, maybe a dozen.
I did beat Marco.
It's exhausting too. Great. We did the single rider line and I was sweating after the first one, and I was with this family and I think they were looking at me like, this guy's a little bit too intense right now. It's just Disneyland. Calm down, bro. But yeah, you beat me. You enjoyed this ride, right?
Yeah, it was fun. But I didn't think you had to get this figure. I feel like you could have gotten, it looks better with the sweater. It looks better with the sweater on. I don't think this was a need. I don't think this is something you had to get. You probably just got it for the churro, and I feel like you could have gotten that 3D printed, and it would have been fine.
So to give you background on my justification, I got it because I only had the upgraded suit, which is black and red. I didn't have a blue and red Spider-Man. So for that alone, it's like a little bit more classic. And then again, having loved the ride, it just seemed like a cool figure to add. Now, I will say, shout out to Scott Bradley in the CW community as well, who reached out to me and said, hey, I heard you're looking for this figure. Sold it to me at an amazing price. Like, honestly, I wouldn't have gone out to track it because I think they're going to release this with or without the churro in the very near future in our market. So definitely not one that you'd have to go crazy on spending, but it was too good of a deal for me to pass up on a figure that I wanted. So Quinn is saying blue and red, classic and churro. Yeah, come on.
I just don't think the outfit is very well made.
Okay, fair. You don't like the material, or?
I'd have to get in, and I don't think you should have gotten this.
All right, fair enough. So going into a recently announced figure, this is the Spider-Man from No Way Home at the end. So I want to get your thoughts on this, Gigi. I don't know if you've seen this one very much, but we want to rank this one out of pancakes. So it's kind of similar but different in terms of the blue coloring, right? It's a little bit more metallic. It's a little bit more classic Spider-Man. And this one comes with a head sculpt, but no churro. So
I don't like this. Mm-hmm. I feel like it looks like the other one, and I like the head sculpt better on the other one. Like
when you say other one, you mean upgraded suit, the one that I have that you're looking at right now with the red and black, right?
Oh, yeah. I guess the blue is a little bit different. Is that black or blue?
That's black that I have currently. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that head sculpt better. I don't like this.
And I will say he comes with a diorama base, so kind of the Christmas theme from the end of the movie that you see.
I feel like this is too similar to something you already have.
Okay, well, is it the churro Spider-Man? Is that what it's too similar to?
Both. It's like a blend of both that you have. So you already have both. So
okay, so not a big fan of this, and I will just say, because you've asked for these side-by-sides, here's a side-by-side of what he looked like in the movie versus the sculpt.
He just looks older there. I don't like it. That's it.
Okay, well, so how many pancakes?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 6.
6 pancakes. Yeah, wow. Okay, so how upset would it make you if I added this one?
Marco, please don't get this. Please.
Oh, man.
Like this, like just wait, please. Yeah. You already have one. You already have a representation of a Spider-Man. Like, please. If you do not get this one, the next one that comes out, whether it be in like 1,000 years, I will buy it for you. But don't get this one. Wow,
so the deal, you've heard it here first. If I pass on this one, she will buy me the next iteration of Spider-Man for Spider-Man 4. Okay. That's a tough deal to pass up. We shall see. I haven't pre-ordered him. I will say I was incredibly excited by this one because it's so classic looking.
You literally said the same thing for every single one.
Well, so I didn't have...
This is classic looking as black, as blue and red. This one's a classic looking because it's like, you know what I mean? Just
don't put words in my mouth.
That's what you said.
But yeah, I didn't have the blue and red Spider-Man at the time this was announced, and shortly after added this, the churro version, and not the chorro version as Mario says here. So ban Profi in the chat. So we'll see. But one that I think looks beautiful, honestly. The sculpt is a little bit suspect, but overall, I think it's a beautiful figure. And
I like
this is the the one that I currently have. This is the upgraded suit. I love the black on it. It looks great, but the red and blue is so classic. This is the integrated suit, another suit from No Way Home that no one remembers at this point. Everyone's on the other more classic version. And then here's Tobey Maguire, who, the spider logo is very similar, right? So like part of what inspired him to design his new suit. And then same with Andrew
I like this one better.
Garfield here. So this one hasn't gone up for pre-order, but I kind of want both of those as well. But a lot of Spider-Man. Yeah. All right, a lot of Spider-Man in the chat. So Gigi gave it 6 out of 10 pancakes. Andreas is saying, take the deal. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet deal, honestly. I love to hear that.
Mm-hmm. No Spider-Man in between. Like, you know what I mean?
It wasn't the deal.
Yes, that's
You're an attorney. We read the fine print. We shook on it. We signed it.
We have not. No. Anyway.
In front of our friends in God, you put it out there. Quinn, not chorro. Leighton, well, you're going to have 3 blue and red Spideys for No Way Home. Winky face. Yeah, I haven't decided if I need the Andrew and Toby, but it sounds like that will void the deal Gigi put out there. So, yeah, Mario saying Big Dog Pound, Feliz Navidad. Yes, to everyone out there, Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad. No, go ahead, Gigi.
Sorry.
You do it. You do it.
Somebody said, so Primetime Reviews.
Oh, Primetime Reviews. What's going
on? You're terrible at this.
This was your job. I'm just filling in.
Wilsey said this is, from the previous picture, sorry. This is the one Spidey, the creme de la creme. I have to disagree. Wait, which one? The new one?
The new one is what you mean, yeah.
Okay, strongly disagree. Okay. It's just the face. The face I don't like. But I guess if you just put the mask on, can you put the mask?
You could just
okay,
have
it would be better.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't like the thing. But...
I like my Spider-Man with sculpts, but the churro version, which is right behind Gigi's head. So let's see if she moves right there. It looks great with the mask on. And they've kind of solved the little nub problem that they had with the integrated suit or the upgraded suit. Quinn saying I'd take the deal as well. Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's talk about Anakin and Padme. We don't have to spend a bunch of time on here, but what were your thoughts on the prequel Star Wars films?
I never watched, but...
You've never watched?
No.
Really? Not even growing up?
No, I don't. I've never watched Star Wars before I met you.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Casual.
You know this.
Okay, so... All right, so this is the Anakin and Padme that were recently announced. Very reasonably priced. We won't get into the pricing on these
I'm going to say
ones.
260. Is it 260?
So Padme is, let's see, I want to say Padme is 260.
Wow.
Everyone correct me. If it may be 265.
Good.
And Anakin is around 275, 280. So yeah, so here's just a little side-by-side comparison so you can compare.
Cute.
So what do you think, Gigi? You don't think that I need to get this one?
I don't think you need to get it. The blue boy? That with the blue outfit?
So I will say, I do have Anakin from Clone Wars, right? Which I love that suit. It's really, really beautiful. Like, looks like a knight, right? He's a Jedi Knight. It looks very inspired by a knight.
I prefer this over that one.
Oh, so you like this one because it's a little bit more classic.
It's more handsome, I feel like. I like the hair.
Okay.
More
Because he hasn't turned as evil in this yet, right?
Oh, okay.
He's still a Padawan. He's still learning in this. He's still a little kind of young, innocent, fresh-faced kid.
So I know their faces from, so I didn't watch the movie, but the meme, that's like, the meme. That's where I know them from. I actually didn't even know that she was.
You're talking about the sand meme or the, the.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Let me see if I can replicate it. It's 265, right? It's 265, right? No, so I guess Padme is 270.
Okay, close. I don't think that you need these. I would swap out the one you have for him if you had to.
Oh, really? Okay.
But
anyone
you
looking
this
for
one.
a Clone Wars
but
Anakin?
You have this one. I like him. I do agree that like in some lights the what's the girl's name?
Padme is her name.
Oh. I agree that in like some lights looks better than in others. I like it, like generally speaking, but I don't think that you should get this.
Okay.
Especially because you weren't a big fan of these, right?
Yeah, so especially Attack of the Clones. This is kind of the calculus I have to run down because I think they look terrific. I do want both of them, but I was never a big Attack of the Clones fan. So it's like, how many characters from a movie that I don't necessarily love do I need, right? Same thing kind of happened with Golden Armor Wonder Woman, where it's like, I didn't love that movie, but the figure looks cool enough that I could justify adding it. So it's definitely a tough calculus here. So how many pancakes would you give these, Gigi?
Separately or together?
So if this changes your mind before you judge, so there's a close-up.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. They've got the baby hairs on here, which I love mentioning. So look at that. Okay.
Yeah.
And then look at this alternate fit for her. Come on, look how good this looks.
I will say this does look like something I would wear.
100%. I've seen you walk out of the house with this exact outfit, as a matter of fact.
Maybe Halloween 2023. Yeah, I do like it. I do like them. I haven't watched the movie, but I think they are good figures. I like the baby hairs. I know there's like some people like it, some people don't. I like them.
Okay, so how many pancakes for Padme?
I'm going to say I feel like her outfit, I don't know if this is what it looked like though. I think it looked a little bit different, but I think the outfit is the weaker of the points or like, yeah. There's something that I can't put my finger on that looks weird. But I think it's the neck maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I could see that. But she has a long neck. Look at that long neck right there.
Oh, I thought it wasn't long enough.
Oh, wow. Okay. If they made it any longer, it would be odd.
I'm going to give it a 7. Okay. I feel like the outfit could be... Oh, okay. This is the outfit. Sorry. Oh, I didn't even... Yeah, I think... What are the pants? I need to see what the pants look like.
You're seeing them right there?
No.
Oh, like pants. In actual life, in real life.
Like the bottom of the pants. You can see the pants. Oh, on the
real his
figure.
Pants?
On the real figure. I mean, sorry, on the real actors.
What
sorry.
Are you saying? Oh my god.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, like it looks. Just look at the top of the suit, and then.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I think it's good. If I were a fan, okay. Here's the thing: if we had kids and we had a daughter, this would be okay.
Wow. Okay. So another strong female role model.
Yeah,
okay.
I want her to see that.
Well, I guess we better get to work. Okay. So yeah, we got 2024 is a long time away.
His is a strong. I feel like his figure is stronger. Looks better than hers.
Yeah. No, I think that's the general consensus too. Is that his sculpt is a little bit stronger. Like it looks just like him.
Yeah.
Hers looks good, but there's kind of the
his pores.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
So I would be open to watching this.
Okay, so all right, we're gonna
handsome.
watch the prequels then.
Yeah.
You heard it here first. Because he's handsome, you'd be open to watching it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay, so how many pancakes for Anakin Skywalker? Padawan Anakin Skywalker.
I'm gonna give it a 9. I have really no bad things to say about this figure.
Okay, a 9. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say a 9 on Anakin Skywalker. On Padme, I think I'm a little bit closer to like an 8, 8.5, honestly. I definitely wouldn't give her a 7, but I will say the person that I normally buy my figures from has sold out their allotment of these figures. So I'm definitely putting my money where my mouth is when I said, you know what, don't panic, pre-order anything. We don't know the future. We don't, things are going on wait lists. Things are allegedly selling out on Sideshow. I don't want that to dictate my buying habits. So, I could end up getting burnt. I could miss out on these, but I'm really, going to be patient and wait to see when these release, if I can snag some pre-orders. So, or just snag the figures once they're released. The future will tell. Go ahead, Gigi.
Go ahead, what? Read it?
Yeah.
Another deal? What other deal? Another deal, Marco. Take them on. I don't think
what
I
was
offered
the other deal?
a
Wow.
deal.
Okay, I didn't even hear it.
Like getting this? No, that was not a deal. I said if we had children.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, it did sound like a deal. Honestly, this deal is getting worse and worse every.
Okay, I have to say something before What's the next figure? Is this the last one?
I think we've got 2 more after this.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this because before I get real negative, what are the other 2?
Black Panther. Shuri from Black Panther.
Okay, and then the other one?
Straight to the Black Panther. I want to say Wenwu, which we don't have to spend a lot of time on.
Okay.
Because you haven't seen the film.
So apparently I have.
My bad.
Anyway, I will say this. Number 1, I think if anyone is struggling today, get on. I'm right there with you. I made an espresso drink, and I don't know that I actually changed the espresso pod. I think this is like an old pod that was already in there because
that sounds very on brand.
This coffee or this espresso tastes suspiciously watery, I will say.
It looks watery too.
Okay, let's say hi.
Yeah.
Really quick. Oh, you already had it on there?
Yeah, I already had it highlighted. Dang, okay, maybe you should just shut it down for the rest of the pod.
Buenas tardes. Hi.
Okay, Cesar, what's going on? Thank you for joining. We got Seiful in the house. Marco, what's going on, Seiful? Thank you for joining. Profi is saying, I'm so afraid of what Gigi will think of Attack of the Clones. Honestly, Mario, she likes a lot of shit things. So no, I'm kidding. Attack of the Clones it's not perfect, but we love a lot of imperfect things. I enjoy Batman Forever in certain respects, so I'm not really one to talk. Let's see. I want a Latina Just Bird.
Tell him what you think.
Okay, I don't want to get racial here or paint with any broad strokes, but if you've got other options, definitely explore those first. Know what you're signing up for. I get that a lot of them are very beautiful, but it comes with a lot of sass. And do you really need that stress in your life, Just a calculus you should run through yourself. But I will say they are, some of the most beautiful
we just want to keep you on your toes, Earth.
Yeah,
You'd be so bored. You'd be so bored without me, I feel like. If you had like a girl who just,
a subservient wife,
she would you'd be so bored. But anyway, let me get to this sweet thing that I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I do want to say this, and this kind of like made me think about it in a different way. So I don't want to be like too harsh on Marco, with his collecting and stuff like that, because I do appreciate that you all have not let go of this special magic. Okay, so
like our inner child, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's really important.
Mm-hmm.
I will be doing a short for top 3 reasons why you should date a collector. Okay. So
okay. All right.
coming soon, TBD.
I like that.
So it's gonna be like a funny. So don't get.
We're all the men who don't cheat, and it's the.
So anyway, also not all collectors are men. That's sexist.
Wow, that's a good
point.
point.
So anyway, so the reason this came up was because recently, so I have a nephew who's 12 years old, and we are getting him, his Christmas presents. And so I asked what he would like, and my mom was like, he's 12, but he's also very tall. He's taller than a lot of his teachers. And I know this was kind of the case with you, Marco, right? You kind of like were really tall in junior high,
yeah, and
then you stopped growing at that point, right? But I will say this, like, so my mom, she was like, he's really into what's that guy? Venom. So he really likes Venom. And so we're like, oh, maybe we can get him like a Venom backpack. And obviously there's like a different, the child backpacks. He is 12. And so to me, he's still a child, but he's very tall. And also culturally speaking, when you're turning a preteen or getting into the teens, like that's kind of when you're, expected to grow up a little bit or whatever. And so hearing my mom saying,
you got to work on the brevity of your story, Stan.
This is the last time I say something sweet. You are so rude.
That's a good point. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, we will talk about that after the stream. So my mom was saying that we shouldn't get him a Venom backpack because he's already old, and he should essentially implying that he should grow out of that, right? And that really struck me because I was like, I want him to keep his childhood for as long as he can. I mean,
stay innocent for forever.
Adulting sucks, and I don't want to take that away from him. So we were like, well, we'll get him a backpack and we'll sew a patch, like a Venom patch, right? Because a lot of the kids' backpacks are like plastic and stuff, so the material is not great. But back to my point that I do really appreciate all of you for not letting that magic go. I do think it's really important. And I think it's sweet. And I think that that's really special. So
very sweet. Very sweet.
Last time if I can say something sweet.
See what happens. Brophy is saying, Marco, when you have kids, you're going to have to tax Gigi if the second kid is the same sex as the first. Perhaps, Mario, we shall see. This sounds oddly like another country here, but let's see. God. Andres is saying, Marco wants a kid so he can get a hot toy. Yeah, it seems like a rough deal. It seems significantly worse than the first one she made me. Retro Mando in the house. Wow. We'll see. Sass keeps me chasing. Yeah,
We have a joke that the meaner we are, the more they like us.
Yeah, so I will say one of my really good friends is engaged to a Latina as well, and I keep telling him, like, bro, I try to warn you, do as I say, not as I do, but he didn't want to listen. So Leighton Richards, damn, I think Venom at 12 is pretty badass. Yeah, I think we all got to hold on to that innocence. The world is a tough place. You got to hang on to what makes you happy. We'll see. I'm seeing kids with Supreme backpacks these days. Yeah, Supreme, but you could still throw a Venom patch on a Supreme backpack. Let's see. Andreas is saying geek culture is popular now. Yeah, it's true. It's like more mainstream than it's ever been. So I think the kids growing up at a good time. Okay, so we've ranked these, and let's next talk about this. We can be pretty brief. I really want to ask, so I'm going to go through these really quick, but what do you think about the movie overall, though? We haven't really shared our thoughts on what you thought.
I really liked it. Like I said, normally I'm kind of like anxious at like the 2-hour mark, and I didn't feel that at all this time around. Like I couldn't even tell that it was I think the first time I realized that it was a long movie was when we were watching like a podcast. Are they called podcasts? I forget all the time. And somebody mentioned that it was really long.
You're on a podcast right now.
Yeah, okay. and I was like, oh wow, really? Like how long was it? Because I couldn't tell. I really enjoyed it.
Okay.
My boy.
That's good to hear. Yeah, I really enjoyed it as well. I've seen it twice. It's not perfect. It's not as great as I thought it would be, but still a really solid and good movie. So this is a still from the movie. This is what it looks like in the film. So I will say that they will have I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but come on, we all know who this is, but they have the head sculpt for the person who's in the suit. They haven't unveiled it yet, so that's something that's coming down the line. So with that, how you like the film? We don't have a Namor announcement yet. That's the one we're both waiting on. But what do you think of this figure and how many pancakes?
I think it's kind of spot on. I feel like these are easier to do, right? Because it's not it doesn't have a head sculpt. I like it. I think it's cool.
Okay, so how many pancakes?
Oh, I think it's like spot on. I think like 9.5. I don't know. Maybe the material like creasing and stuff would be bad, but I think it's spot on. I think these are easier to make.
Do you think we have to reserve judgment until we see that sculpt though?
Oh, does it come with the sculpt?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
Sorry.
I said I don't want to spoil it, but it comes with it. So where you see right here, new head sculpt coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah. So they haven't unveiled it yet, but
that's all I'm gonna say.
Would you even display this with the sculpt at this point?
No.
Okay, because the suit looks so cool. Okay. Would you be in favor of me getting this?
We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll discuss.
All right. Not quite a deal. All right. The last figure we're going to talk about here is Wenwu. You have not seen this film, so
I have not.
Apparently, my gosh, that's wild to me. You may have been actually away when this film dropped. You either may have been
turntables.
It might have been Mexico. Something was going on here. So this is a special edition. This is a limited run. We don't really have to talk about that. But what do you think of figures with suits? Like he's kind of just a guy with the rings that give him power.
But that's what he looks like, right? That's what the...
Yeah, so the sculpt is very, very strong. And I didn't put a picture of this actor. I really messed up. But as you look at that here, this is what he looks like. Okay. It's incredibly strong.
Okay, so I don't know if this... I should have checked with you before because I don't know if this is appropriate to say.
Uh-oh.
So... where are these made?
So this is very much for the market, right? So their main store is in Hong Kong. I think it's a Hong Kong run company, but I think they're manufactured in mainland China. Okay. And I think this person is a very famous Chinese actor.
Okay. So I feel like they make Asian figures really, really freaking well.
Okay. And like, this would be one that you would assume like they're sculptors. It's a beloved actor for them to be working on.
Okay. So, yeah, because this is not the first one that they've done that I was like, wow, that is incredible. The other one was, oh my God, I love him.
Shang-Chi?
No, the other guy. He's in Doctor Strange, the other.
You're talking about Wong?
Yeah.
They haven't done a Wong.
Didn't they? Somebody, I don't know if it was them, but somebody did it.
Someone did it, yeah. But it's not Hot Toys. Okay.
Yeah, my point is that... I don't know.
What is your point?
My point is that they do Asian actors very well.
But it wouldn't have been from Hot Toys though. But you're just saying saying that in general. Wow, okay. It's a very racial take, but all right. Well.
I feel like they do them really well.
Okay.
Like this.
But when you say they, just like sculpting the artists that you've seen. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can't really comment on that, but I will say that it's an incredibly strong sculpt. Talk about the suit, though. Do you like the style of the design of the character?
Well, I think if that's what he looks like, I mean, what else are you going to put him with?
Yes, it's from a very specific scene. Let's see. Mario's saying, wow, Gigi, they don't all look alike.
That's not what I meant.
So Sayful is saying Gilgamesh. Yes, so from Eternals, there is Gilgamesh that they did that was really, really strong as well. You may be getting them confused.
I'm pretty sure it was Wong.
Okay, I tried to give you an out there, but you know what? Quinn is saying Wong's a third party.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember because in the first movie he was a little bit chubbier, and then the figure was, and then he slimmed down, and then I remember talking about that.
Yeah, so definitely third party, but anyways.
How dare you all?
Yeah, the Gilgamesh looks incredible as well, but we don't have to go there. We lost about 10 viewers just off your comment alone. But okay, so how many pancakes for this?
This is great. I'm gonna give it a 10.
Okay, 10. Wow.
That's my first 10.
Okay. Given that it's exclusive, how much would you feel comfortable with me buying this for?
What does exclusive mean?
So in that market, I think this is for a Hong Kong store, they are only producing 300 of them for purchase.
Oh. I don't think that... I haven't even really heard you talk about this
film
that much, so I feel like I would feel comfortable... $309. This is like the Price is Right.
Wow, okay.
That's it.
Okay, that's it and that's all. Yeah. All right, $309. Okay, you heard it here first.
Single songwriter.
What did single songwriter say?
She said
10. Mark the calendar.
It is Christmas. Single songwriter. It is Christmas.
There you go. Okay, well, so with that, I think that's going to end our GG judges. Let me just make sure I've got nothing else here on the docket. I know I put a few. That is it. So another riveting segment of She Said No. Of the GG judges. Mario saying, "Come on, Marco. To you, exclusivity means nothing these days. Are you saying exclusivity means nothing these days? You're totally right, Mario. I fully expect this to come to a wider release market. That being said, if they did it like the Captain America, where there was only a handful of them drop on Sideshow, I'd be really in favor of it for this one because it's kind of a unique one-off. So that's a figure that'd be perfect for a very limited run for their market and for our market. Okay, so with that, let us shift over to our main topic of the show. And Gigi, this is
haven't
one.
Even gone there?
No, but we're going to be wrapping up here soon. Topic of the show, and that is what
Show
to
me
get.
Gilgamesh first.
Oh my gosh! Okay, I'll pull it up, but you got to lead this segment.
Okay.
What do you get for a collector, significant other, or friend? Right. This is a topic you wanted to talk about. So go ahead, take it away while I pull up Gilgamesh.
You screwed me because this was supposed to be a short also, and I wasn't prepared. So if you have any recommendations to what to get a collector friend or person in your life, drop that in the comments. Okay.
No, but you're supposed to be telling everyone. Okay, I was like, damn. Okay. You're like, all right, we'll wait. You let us know when we'll wait.
We did not discuss.
Oh man, hold on really quick. Philip the Fool in the house. Marco Gigi, Merry Christmas, y'all. Hey, thank you for joining. AJ saying a big gift card always works for me. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So that's a very good point, AJ, because I feel like that is so normally like for my parents. Sorry, I know this is like not collector specific, but okay, can you this is very distracting for me.
Oh my,
I already
okay.
saw it.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But so why don't you say what you wanted to say about this? So Gilgamesh, did you get Gilgamesh and Wong confused?
No, it was different.
Okay, all right, so boom. Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so we did not discuss this. Obviously, we're very bad at this. And
speak for yourself. I came prepared with all this stuff.
No, you didn't.
This was all you had to lead.
This was supposed to be a short because it was supposed to be funny and like not an actual thing. So what I was gonna say, like, what to get a collector, like brown shipper boxes.
Just get them brown shipper boxes. Wow. Okay.
They love them. They never get rid of them.
I see. Okay. Okay.
You ruined the whole thing. It's just let's move on.
There's no moving on. This is our topic of the show.
I think it's hard to get and tell me if you all agree or disagree, but I think it's hard to get collector stuff, and that's why AJ's point is very, very valid.
So do we want to talk from experience though? So what do we do in terms of you getting me gifts?
Yes. So I was recently asked if we get each other gifts, and
because I think we had some friends. We had dinner with friends last night, and they said $1,000 budget for one another to buy gifts. Yeah, he's like, we set $1,000 budget for one another. Oh my God! You know what? Sorry, that is not actually who we. That's not who we had dinner with last night. That's someone in the community, and I don't want to call them out, but they had a good year. They were saying, they said $1,000 budget. So yeah, no, that was interesting. I was like, oh damn, okay.
That's
so tell them what we do.
I've never spent $1,000 on Marco.
No, never.
So since we started dating, actually, like you would think that we're like been married for 1,000 years because we're kind of boring in that I don't try to surprise Marco because it just can't. It can't. Like you all, it's a terrible trait that you all have because you all want it as like you want the figure, you want the PlayStation, you want the whatever as soon as it comes out. And that's not reasonable.
Is it not? Wow.
I can't surprise you. I can't do that. I tried one time. Sorry, Marco, to throw you under the bus.
Okay,
last year, I was going to get Marco his very own head sculpt so that he could, a 6th scale head sculpt. I was trying to be very sweet. And it turned out to a fight because I was giving him very specific instructions without telling him that I needed to get him.
She's like, take a bunch of pictures of your face. And no, from the side, from the back. I was like, for what?
No,
what is this even?
I had a whole story. It was
Am I going to get assassinated right now? This is terrifying.
Okay. And this is why I don't give him gifts. Anyway, you said to be better about my storytelling.
Single songwriter. There's no try, Gigi. Only do.
But that's why we can, because you all get exactly what you want. And I would much rather you have exactly what you want than me try to guess, And like if Marco today said, I want this figure, he's already scheming on how to get this figure. So what we do is I tell him, tell me what you want, and I will get that. Marco's birthday is around Christmas, so I do give him a combo gift. But It's it's not $1,000. I would never do that. No. Don't even get any ideas.
No, I don't. I wouldn't.
I just give him, like, I bought him a hot toy. Or, I don't know if it was a hot toy.
So
Sorry, I call everything hot toy.
Yeah, so let me explain this. So the iconic Studios Ryu. Oh, actually, that's not even the one. That's what I gifted myself. This was for Miles Morales, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to Cuervo. He found a local comic shop, had an incredible deal on Miles Morales. I think it was like $190. He picked it up for me there locally. So Gigi ended up just sending him the money. She's like, I'll send it to Cuervo. That'll be your gift. Cuervo did more work than Gigi did, if we're being honest. Yeah. Yes, it was her money, but he actually went out and got it. So shout out to my brother over there. But that's very par for the course. Same thing, I think 2 years ago with the PlayStation 5, I wanted it. I knew she would not have the skill set. She eventually...
I got one.
After I taught you, you
wow.
did. But initially, I was like, she's not going to have the skill set to secure one when I want it. So let me just go get it for myself, and then she can, buy it, either a tax exemption or any number of things. Go ahead, Gigi. Go through the comments.
So I'm just going. So AJ says a big gift card is always works for me.
Mm-hmm.
A single songwriter, I'm not sure what this is. A Mandalorian helmet with all the bells and whistles.
Like you're seeing right there above there, a Mandalorian helmet.
Is that all the bells and whistles?
Anyways.
A gift card to SS
Sideshow.
Okay, yes, I got it.
Want those rewards
I want those rewards points. Yes. See, so things like that. Like, I want you to get what you want. You can't go wrong with the gift card. And I think can you imagine, Andreas, like just getting a box of a bunch of shipper boxes? You don't know. You may want those. Like, I think
it's a box of shipper boxes.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Why? You have one in the back. You have one.
Yeah, but they're very specifically matched up to figures. But anyways, okay. Anyway. I thought you were going through the chat and then you just kind of give up part way.
Well, I'm just saying. I was saying, Patton said you can't go wrong with the gift card.
Yeah, we already read that one.
So,
sorry.
Wait.
Okay, go ahead. You're just not good at this. I'm sorry.
I'm going to, oh my God, quit live.
Good.
But some people think that gift cards are not like good gifts. Like, they're not thoughtful enough. I personally think that is the most thoughtful gift. Like, here you go, get exactly what you want. I give my parents money because I cannot handle easy,
Same with my sisters, right? They're very picky just like I am. So I'm like, I'm just getting you gift cards. That's it. And you go get your own shit.
Single songwriter said, true, it's hard to get collectors something that they want or don't already have.
We're very specific, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So it almost works out better.
Because if you tell me that you want Mando, I'm just going to get the first one I see,
True. Will C said, sharing your wish list. Yeah, that is one good point, though. You could share your wish list. But if it's an exclusive item, it may be tough for the non-collector to secure the item. Tukathri saying, I just came in and get slapped with the trait talk. Yeah, wow. We were trying to move past that, but thank you for bringing that up, and thank you for joining Tukathri.
You're terrible at this.
Wow, giving me a taste of my own medicine. Commander Green, hey everybody, finally able to stop back in. I was driving through some crazy traffic. Sorry to hear that. Hope you drove safely, and yeah, driving in traffic can be stressful as fuck. We'll see. Well, the head sculpt will go perfect on Namor. No. Yeah, actually, see? Might need to revisit that. Takathri, I agree. Just give me what I want. My wife and I don't do surprises. Yeah, Gigi doesn't even like surprises, so it's more like...
It's true.
Let's just tell each other. There's no...
For Christmas last year, the only thing I wanted was It's like they're kind of like... What would you describe it? What is it? The heater for my feet.
The heater for your feet?
They're like pantuflas. Sorry, I don't remember how do you say pantuflas in English.
Slippers.
Uh-huh. But they're not. It's like stationary, so you put it under your desk and then you put your feet in it. It's like
I forgot I got you
foot warmer. It's like a foot warmer.
Have you been using that all the time? Oh, no wonder you're so warm back there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it connects, like you plug it in. It's great. It's the best thing.
There you go. Queen is saying 1/6 Sorcerer Supreme Wong from Toys Battalion. Thank you for that correction there. We won't get that wrong again. But I think we're already canceled, so no worries there. Profi saying it's all about the thought, Gigi. Get Marco some new chonies. Collectors don't budget for clothes because it's hard. Because it's an NRD. Oh my gosh, yeah. I did ask my family. They were insistent on getting me a gift. I was like, no gifts. I was like, okay, if you really want to get me something, do like my grandma used to do, get socks and get underwear. That's all that I need because, again, I spent all my money on
and I
dumb
also
shit.
don't want you to get me something just for getting me something. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like save
You'd
your
rather
money,
those
like,
funds go towards someone someone who
exactly.
needs it, right? Yeah.
Like we adopted 2 families for Christmas this year. We did it last year too, and so it's kind of something that, you know, we kind of like. There's nothing that I need that, you know. So just like, let's just give it to somebody else.
And I think that's a good segue. And the last time I say it, because we're right up against Christmas here, but in the holiday spirit, and I've said this a lot on Collecting Weekly, there's so many toy drives. If you have an opportunity, go give a kid a gift. There's so many opportunities to give back. This time of year, there's a lot that are less fortunate than us. We're very fortunate to be collecting these figures. So don't want to be preachy again, because this is a weakness of mine. And the only reason, you know, I really got into this is because I met Gigi and she made me a better person. So just want to encourage everyone out there to give back this holiday season. Go ahead, Gigi, read this one.
It's better not to try and surprise a collector with something for their collection, as it can go bad and just lead to resentment. Wow, resentment? Yeah. Wow. With both people, a nice pair of jeans and underwear worth.
Yeah, I like that, Jeff. Because, yeah, we want what we want, right? And, like, these aren't insignificant purchases. So, you want to make sure it's the correct thing.
So would you prefer like a Visa gift card because you can spend it anywhere, or like a gift card specifically to like Sideshow, or like, because I know everybody kind of shops around and stuff.
That's a good question. Yeah. Original trilogy figure. Not everyone has them. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Tukathri, gift cards are great. Yep. Tuke saying, Gigi, did Marco send you that recipe I gave him? No. So for those tamales, sorry, Tuke, I haven't done it yet, but I will.
Wow.
Yeah. It looked terrific. I will absolutely give that to her right after the show here. Single songwriter. You want this one?
Marco head sculpt on one of those Roman Bison. I don't even know, something lead figures could work.
Yeah, I think the buffed out ones. Yeah, not quite. I think we need a little bit more of a dad bod, Fison bod, but let me know if anyone sees one of those.
It was such a good gift too, and he just ruined it. And I never got it for him because I was like,
said,
screw
you know what, you fucked this up. Commander Green, oh my God, seriously, El Profesoro, there are so many things I don't buy because I automatically translate it as potential NRD, LOL. Yeah, you know... So I was telling this story about one of my good friends, and I'm sure a lot of us can relate. My dad is incredibly frugal. His dad as well. And so we've kind of picked up this habit of being frugal, being bargain hunters, but not when it comes to things that we necessarily love, right? So it's like, spending it on like essentials sometimes is like a little bit heart-wrenching. And then when it comes to dropping $300 on a figure, it's like, oh, you can justify it more. He likes to play golf. And so it's just, we all have these like value systems that are sometimes a little bit screwed up, but that's how we are as collectors. Go ahead and read this one.
That's great that you guys give like that. We are lucky to be able to collect and have more than most.
Absolutely. That's a great way to look at it.
And oh my God. The sweetest thing is like when you get these lists, like it's not even like toys, you know, like one of the kids one of the kids asked for a pillow. So I got him I think I said this last time, but we got him like a real nice Casper pillow, but it's like clothes, you know, and stuff like that, like warm, specifically warm sweats and stuff like that. It was just, ugh.
And no, I think that's like obviously the essential stuff. I just always have been promoting the go buy a toy because, you know, obviously those are more essential, but it's almost kind of fun to go into the toy aisle and just buy something. And then you're like, okay, it's for someone else. You can make someone's Christmas. I don't think there's a wrong way to do it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. A single songwriter saying, I donate my hair every year for the last 30 years. Locks of love for children with cancer. That's beautiful. And
I love that.
30 years, that's incredible. Really love to hear that. Go ahead with this one.
I'd give my girl a list of things and let her choose what she wants to give me.
There you
go. Okay, I like that.
I like that. It's on me to buy go ahead and read this one.
And it's on me to buy around what she doesn't get.
There you go. It's pretty easy. OG fan, what's going on? Well said about the spirit of giving. Our lodge raised almost $10,000 this year for coats for kids, toys for tots, and holiday meals to those in need. Feels great to bring to brighten a child's day. That is so beautiful to hear, honestly. And it's so easy to lose perspective when you're trying to buy gifts for everyone and, you know, spending on yourself. It's so easy to not think about that. And I'm lucky to have met Gigi and, you know, for her to kind of spark that in me. Go ahead.
And I will say for the Locks of Love single songwriter, so they've made it easier to donate hair as well. Before, I remember when I was in high school, I wanted to donate my hair, but it was kind of like it was a little bit tougher. And now, so I started doing that as well. But now it's a little bit more, it's easier to donate your hair than it was before, like 10 years ago at least.
You want to read this one from AJ?
I'm good with either. If it wasn't as specific, I would just
Sideshow specific.
Yes,
Okay.
everybody knows what it is. I would just hit a local comic store. Oh, I love that, because the Visa ones don't always agree with collectible websites. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I love the idea of a local comic store as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, sometimes the stock isn't the same, but it is great to support those local businesses.
Yes, and I do prefer, like, sometimes if they're more, I know we're always trying to get the deals, but I do like supporting small businesses, like, even if it's a little bit more expensive, just because obviously, you know, it means more to them than, you know, Amazon or whatever.
Absolutely, absolutely. OG Fan is saying, hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Thank you so much for your input and for your giving that you highlighted there, and for joining today. Let's see. Single Songwriters saying, humanity is so much better than the TV news says. I will say, humans, we are capable of just terrible, terrible things, but also beautiful things, right? Like in Star Wars, very strong light, very strong dark. And so, yeah, I love to think about the positive things we can contribute here. Sideshow SS equals sideshow.
Yes, I know.
GG FYI. Yeah.
Why are you
you're freaking
mansplaining things to me?
Wow, call that profi on the chat.
Cancel.
You're gonna have to
Kick
battle
him out.
him on LWO one of these days. Let's see. Single songwriter saying OG fan was Star Wars was just Star Wars 100%. Okay, he's just saying it 100% there. I think with that, we're probably going to wrap up here. We're just about at the mark that we like to hit. Gigi, anything else you wanted to chat about today?
Yeah, just, I also I feel like we shouldn't feel the need to give somebody something, you know what I mean? Like, right? Does that?
Somebody that you know, something. Yeah.
Like, just because it's Christmas.
It's tough though, because, you know, we talked about this, like in my family, a way that like we've almost conditioned each other is to give a gift to show your love. And that's like obviously in a consumer society, right? In a capitalist society, that's kind of like how they want you to think. And so you're right. It is tough to like feel obligated to get everyone a gift, but to each their own, right? Just do what works for you.
I feel like food. So somebody in the community, I won't say who, asked me what they should get a girl, right? I'm a terrible person.
Name some names. Call them out.
No, I won't. But I am terrible because I like really simple things. And so I don't know, maybe I'm getting bad advice, but I do think like experiences for me, like gift cards or like, you know, like a cooking class or something like that, I think is really cool, because it's just different, right? It's just like very different. And the other thing is like gift cards to like restaurants are also like I feel like that's always a good thing.
To support local businesses, especially at, you know, kind of post-pandemic, a lot of them are still trying to dig themselves out of a hole. So, I think that local business gift card is always a great idea, but yeah. But it is tough when you're maybe already overextended to feel like you have to get someone a gift. I don't know how much more we have to say about that. Let's see. Patton is saying, great stream. Calvin Williams, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you all. Enjoy your time with family this weekend. Yes, right back at you, Calvin. Thank you for joining here. Danny saying, show pancake before signing off. She finally fell asleep, so I'm not going to mess with her.
I'm going to send you a picture, Danny. She was bugging all day.
Will C saying, is food a good gift?
Yeah.
I think that's always a good gift. Yeah, made with love.
Honest.
Heck yeah. If someone were to give me a $50 Sideshow gift card or a whole thing of tamales, I'll take the tamales all day, every day.
Yes.
Not even a question.
Food is a great gift, in my opinion. Like, also bakers, oh my God, give me all the gifts.
Single songwriter saying, well, let's talk about Sideshow gift cards, and I get an email from them about gift cards. Makes you wonder. They're always listening. Calvin Williams, dope stream as always. Hey, thank you so much. AJ saying, have a fantastic one, everyone. Yes, happy holidays. Really
Be
appreciate
safe.
all of you.
Don't
yes.
drink and drive. Get a Lyft. Get an Uber.
There you go.
If you can spend 200 plus on a figure, you can spend $20 on a Lyft and an Uber.
There you go. I like that messaging. Yes. Blackbird Tech in the house. What's going on? Hey, how's my favorite 1-6 couple? We're just wrapping up now, Blackbird Tech, but really appreciate you joining. happy holidays. I will say on our channel, we're going to be going to Mexico, so I might set 1 or 2 things to premiere next week, but we're probably going to take a little bit of a hiatus there until the new year. But yeah, really appreciate all of you, and yeah, love all of you. Andrew Gibo saying happy holidays, everyone. Stay safe. We got Quinn saying Feliz Navidad y Feliz Año Nuevo. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. We'll see. Saying great stream. Philip the Full, happy holidays, everyone. Be safe. Yes. Blackbird Tech, happy holidays. Andres saying have a great holidays. All thanks you too. No, thank you. Really appreciate. Yeah, there's a great conversation today. Profi saying Lyft or Uber is potentially 2 NRDs walk home or spend the night at someone's house. I'm just saying
that matters.
That's right. Danny saying love you more, and let's see, Cesar saying thank you. Single songwriter, happy holidays to all. Stay happy, keep collecting. I think that's the perfect way to finish it. And Gigi, with that, if you wouldn't mind, take us out.
Bye. He's always cutting me off.
Okay, run it back.
Bye.